Good morning, Mr. Mani Kant. It is a pleasure meeting you this morning, and thank you for taking out this valuable time for sharing your experience about Ace Data. What kind of work your organization does, and what are your areas of operation?
As an organization, Orbis Financial is into custodial business. We are actually serving and doing back office work for intermediaries and for international and domestic clients across the world. We have a footprint of more than 32 countries.
As a financial sector company, what is your vision of future vis-a-vis using information communication technology to further your business?
Vision of our organization is just not limited to growing our business or increasing our revenue. Since we are into a regulated market by SEBI, we have a huge responsibility of safeguarding the investments from the customers, proper reporting to the customers, having high compliance with the industry. All this can happen only with a seamless integration with technology. Today, technology does not limit itself to only reporting or to have a better, faster performance. It is talking about how the performance can be much more raised day on day and giving a customer more value addition.
How long have you been working with Ace Data, and how would you describe your experience in working with them?
We have been working with Ace Data since last 1.5 years. We have seen a seamless performance improvement in all their activities. We had initial teething problems with Ace Data over the first 1.5 months where we were understanding the technology, but after that we have never felt any problem with Ace Data technology.
How have they helped you in furthering your vision of ICT?
Vision of Orbis has been always clear. We need to have high performance, lesser downtime, more productivity, faster recovery, having more backup on time, creating more value for the organization with a lesser cost. And all these things are been an advantage with Ace Data. We have been able to really exploit Ace Data's technology and its support in reaping all these benefits.
What are the main factors that made Ace Data a consistent and trusted vendor for you?
Initially, when we met them, we were just only looking at how we can engage with them for a short time period. But over the period, we found Ace Data to be a very long-term solution partner for us. Not only in terms of backup restore technology, they could really pitch in and help us in more of storage, how we to tweak the performance of our network. They went ahead and not only helping us in tweaking the backup time, they have reduced our RTO to as low as 1 hour now, and the recovery happens on the fly.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate their understanding of their product and ability to guide you in your choice of solution?
Understanding of their product is 10 out of 10, and from the Orbis Financial perspective, I would say I would give them a 9 rating. Apart from 9 rating, we have showcased Orbis Financial and Ace Data partners case study in many of the forums, and we have won many accolades and awards on these case studies.
How good you consider them in keeping up the promises made during sales and selection process?
In fact, the sales and selection process by Ace Data was very simple. They did not give us any jargons. They just told us they understood the technology, they shared their responsibility, the commitment, and till date I have never seen them going back on their words. Their promises have been kept 100%, and we feel that today our network is tense free because their product is working with us.
Did you have any major data loss event? If yes, how were the resources of Ace Data helpful in your recovery process?
The recovery process and the backup recovery has been very seamless with Ace Data. There was an incident a few months back when a few of our remote laptops and desktops were not getting backed up due to some misconfiguration. Before we could analyze, Ace Data support team pitched into the system. From the backend they noticed there is an alarm. They already pointed out the system they pointed out to us and explained us what could be the problem going wrong, and they helped us in bringing out of the problem.
What would be the top benefit you have found of working with Ace Data in comparison to other vendors? How has it changed the way you used to function?
Way we function with other vendors had been only find and fix, but today we do not see anything from Ace Data as find and fix. They have been very proactive, and many mechanisms which they have put in the preventive action has been really helpful to us. All the alerts come to us on the day-to-day basis, and their support team is fantabulous.
Would you recommend the services of Ace Data to others? Please provide reasons for your choice of answers.
Orbis Financial, as I said, is looking at a long-term solution partner. We would always suggest and recommend and see all the vendors are just far behind than Ace Data. They do a fantabulous job, and one of the reasons is the support is 24/7. Anytime you can call their support team, they are able to help us. 2, they do not just limit themselves to only backup and recover data. They help us in tweaking your own system so that you do not lose your data and the recovery becomes faster. Third is they reduce your cost from a very long term perspective. It is not a short term solution.
What kind of backup and disaster recovery solutions, hardware, software does your organization use? Please describe the complexity of your environment for us.
Complexity of our network is very large at us because we are regulated by statutory compliance like SEBI. So, we need to do a lot of compliance regulations followed by SEBI, and we are in the capital market. So, I would not be able to explain you on the paper the complexity, but overall it is a very complex network meeting the requirements of the organization from the customer perspective, from a regulatory perspective. We have been able to achieve at least 99% of recovery in over the past few months and few years. The only thing which we have been looking at is the future is how our remote devices like mobile devices can be also be covered in that, which already we are working with this data.
What is the importance of data upkeep and safety in your company? What sort of measures do you take for data protection?
Being a upkeep of data for Orbis Financial, the retention period is more than 15 years being a financial services company. So, today we do not need to worry about our data storage, we do not need to worry about data upkeep. The archival system is all in place. So, Ace Data helps us in every moment upgrading their storage on the fly. So, we do not need to worry about data tape movement, backups, tapes, everything is being taken care by them.
How are you conducting purchases before your introduction to Ace Data, and what were the difficulties faced by you that were solved by changing to Ace Data?
Purchases from an ICT perspective, we had a lot of long standing approval from the management to do tape purchase, then backup movement and backups moving into the banks. Just our turnaround time by at least 40%, our performance of the employees have increased by 80%. There has been customer uploads and feedback from the customers that since we do not shut down the network for our backup and restoration, there has been at least an 80% improvement in our customer feedback, and the marketing has been always been appraising us, saying that all the customers have been happy with us because of lesser downtime, higher availability, and it is really scalable.
Thank you.
Thank you.